Hear me out. I am not insane. This past week has been an emotional roller coaster of connecting the clues, the signs, the symbols. What does it mean? And I think we're finally on the road to where this is all leading. Are we about to get a Dark Mech versus Dark Angel narrative storyline? Now, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who posted in the video a couple of days ago about, the symbols and stuff like that. A few more things may have come to light. Remember when I was talking about the Dark Angel symbol being at the top? A couple of you pointed out in chat that it wasn't just the Dark Angel symbol. It seems that it could have the wings of the Blood Angel symbol as well. The Dark Angel sword going through the Blood Angel wings, which then could then lead up to the prophesized rumors of this new Angels of Death book, which has been rumored now for a while, which could then feature the Dark Angels and Blood Angels. Again, that's probably another video for another time. Let's focus on the Dark Mech versus Dark Angels. Now, we actually have some other tidbits which I personally think is hinting at this, which has just been released this week. But before we jump into that, let's just talk about the information that we already have at hand. Firstly, the trailer that they dropped during the Warhammer preview. That was actually called Demon Ex Machinima. Now, what that means, if you're translating, the Ex Machinima, means God from the machine. So that is why a lot of people, myself included, are talking about something to do with the Dark Mech. I personally believe that this is going to be a Dark Mech Demon Prince. I've stated this so many times now in past videos, and I personally think this is going to be one of the main narrative characters during this new book series that links 9th edition to 10th edition. And of course, the symbols, we have the symbols. What do the symbols mean, Mason? I did a full video on that the other day. If you want to go and check that out, me kind of connecting the dots and what this means, what that means, the symbol that is on the new, I keep saying the new Demon Prince character is a symbol that's on the boxes, and the Dark Angels and potentially the Blood Angel symbol, etc., etc. What does all that mean as well? Now, this is where the fun begins, because this past week, we've had some kind of interesting information. Again, we're connecting the dots. We're going down the rabbit hole on this one. A big shout out to a chap called Cody Christian Hogg. Hopefully I pronounced your name right, mate. He posted this on one of my social media posts. Actually, a few people posted this, but this was the first person who posted it, so I'm giving a shout out to this chap. He said on the Loremaster new video, it was dedicated to the Dark Angels. Firstly, doing a Loremaster video dedicated to the Dark Angels during this time of connecting the dots and, putting the line out there and everything. I think it's very, very good from Games Workshop. Maybe they're slowly building the hype up. Maybe it's just me and my conspiracy theories. But then he mentions during that actual Loremasters, they mentioned something called the Icarius Protocol. And basically, this is something for the Dark Angels, and it's equipped the Dark Angels. It's given the Dark Angels the weapons to fight against the Mechanicum, just in case they turned away from mankind's interests. So basically what we have this Legion now that's given the weapons and the resources to fight against the Mechanicum, just in case they turn from the Emperor's Light. Now, I'm thinking 10,000 years later, did they still have that technology? Did they still have that weapons? And then this can be used to fight against the Dark Mech in this upcoming storyline. One question I will ask, this is going a little bit off subject, what actually happened to all the old relics and technology that the Dark Angels were trusted with by the Emperor back in the day? Do they still hold that? Is it in a secret vault somewhere? Is it on, I was going to say, is it on Caliban? Caliban doesn't exist. Is it on the rock or, floating through space? What actually happened to those weapons? Because they had a bunch of funky stuff. They had Men of Iron and stuff like that, by the way. So yeah, they've got all the weapons and technology, and I'm wondering now, is that the kind of stuff that's going to be used during this new narrative campaign? Of course, there's a lot of talk about this at the moment, and I'm sure we're going to get more details very, very soon. This new book series is apparently going to be kicking off sometime in December, so I think around November time, probably late November time, we're going to start really seeing the GW marketing machine really start, talking about these books, going into more details and stuff like that. Most of you have already said what I'm saying in this video, that it is going to be Dark Mech versus something else. Again, it has to be. I can't think of anything else that it's going to be rather than Dark Mech. I know I mentioned the other day people saying it's Per Trabo. It's definitely not Per Trabo. It's not Korax. It's not any Primarch or anything like that. It's a Demon Prince character. That's what I'm going with. That's what I've heard from the whispers of the Warp, etc., etc., etc. And I think this whole narrative is building up to something that's going to be going on in 10th edition. Again, from what I'm hearing with 10th edition, I'm actually going to do a video about this sometime next week. I have heard more details on the starter set for 10th edition, which we'll discuss later on. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking juicy. I just hope like the lore holds up and it produces some really good stories, because I don't really care about the rules. The rules are always changing for me. It's always about the narrative events and the characters and what everyone's getting up to. Anyway, that is enough waffling from me. As always, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching this video. I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback. Would you like a Dark Mech versus Dark Angels? Maybe boxer. When I say Dark Mech versus Dark Angels, maybe it's going to be like the Demon Prince with a bunch of Chaos Marines with like fancy Dark Mech upgrades or something. Like, I can't see them right now doing a Dark Mech box with like Dark Mech models in there. I've actually literally heard nothing about that within the whispers of the Warp. I have heard about box sets incoming, but not featuring Dark Mech at all. And from the whispers I know, I'm sure something like that would have been spoken about. But who knows? Maybe they're wrong. Maybe we're all wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're wrong. Who bloody knows? Maybe we will get some Dark Mech. I actually do think we will get Dark Mech, but not during 9th edition. I think it will be coming more in 10th edition, and that is going to be a new armor that is announced then. Right. Again, enough waffling. Sorry, I dragged this last part of the video out. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. As always, see you in a bit. Have a great day, and bye-bye.